Hello and welcome to another episode of the Musecast podcast, the podcast for musers. I'm your host, Anais Lucia. And today is a very exciting show because I have my first ever guest on. Oh my gosh. Yes. You guys might have seen him on Instagram. He's super cute. He goes by a little Matt Bellamy. But before we get to him, we need to talk about some Muse news.
We request that everybody stays calm at the current moment, for there is a zombie apocalypse currently happening on the West Coast.
So this isn't exactly Muse news, but it's Muse related because, Matt Bellamy is involved. So the Jaded Hearts Club band, the, super cover group that Matt Bellamy is in, they released more singles. So they released Reach Out, I'll Be There, which is a cover of Four Tops, and I love it because Four Tops is, I love Four Tops in general, but Reach Out, I'll Be There is one of my favorite, oldie songs ever, and I got really excited when I found out that they covered it, and their cover is amazing, and you can see me completely freaking out to the song and the music video on the Musecast YouTube channel, so I posted my reaction there. And another really exciting thing about the video is that Dominic is in it as well, so that's really awesome because he's not really one of the actual member of the Jaded Hearts Club band, so it's nice to kind of see him make an appearance, even though I know he has played with them before. And it was a really cool kind of socially distant music video that they made, and it was great. So check out the music video on their channel, my reaction if you feel like it. And then along with that release, they also released a cover of We'll Meet Again by Vera Lynn, sung by Matt Bellamy, also playing a really hauntingly beautiful piano. And it's released as kind of like a intro to Reach Out, I'll Be There. And honestly, I'm kind of sad he didn't record the entire song, that it's just an intro, because it is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's, I think, one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard in my life. And it's only less than a minute long. And I'm just like, really, Matt? That is the ultimate music tease. And music, pun intended. That is such a tease. It's so beautiful. So Matt, can you please record the entire song? Because less than a minute is not enough, okay? So please release the whole song. Hopefully they will eventually. Their album, You've Always Been There, will be released in October. So I'm really excited to hear the other amazing covers that Jaded Hearts Club band is recording. Also, if you like my shirt, if you're watching on YouTube, it is an official Muse football jersey. Football, soccer, I don't know how it depends on what country you're in, but it is an official Muse football/soccer jersey. On the back, it has number 10. I know this is not the best angle, but yeah, I got it from the Muse official website a few years ago when I saw that Chris was actually wearing it when they were playing after their shows, and I loved it. I love black, wearing black, and obviously I love Muse. So I really wanted the jersey, and then they actually put it up for sale on their website, and of course I had to buy one. So I'm really happy I own it. It's one of my favorite shirts ever. All right, so before we bring on our first guest ever on the Musecast podcast, a little Matt Bellamy, in case you haven't seen him or anything, I found out about him on Instagram. That's where I first saw him, and I think the first video I ever saw of his was when he was, it's just this little boy who looks like a mini Matt Bellamy basically, and he's, performing and acting like Matt Bellamy. And it's super cute. You can tell he's really into Muse, and I was like, oh my god, this is so adorable. So obviously I followed him, and other Muse fans have followed him as well. Matt Bellamy has actually liked some of his posts, and I think Elle has liked them too. So if you're not following him, go and follow him. And without further ado, let's bring him on. I am so incredibly honored to have the first guests ever on the Musecast podcast. We have Jose Trevino, also known as Little Matt Bellamy, here on the podcast. Hi. And then we also have his sister Sophia. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. And then their awesome father.
Thank you.
Welcome all. So is this your first ever interview?
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
yes.
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
wow.
We're honored.
Oh my gosh. How old are you guys? Let's start with that. Basics.
I'm 9 years old and I'm 6.
Oh, okay.
9 years old and 6, and he'll be 7 in November, and she'll be 10 in February. Yes.
All right. Those are good ages.
Yeah.
If you guys don't mind me asking, like, where are you guys located? And I know you are in the U.S., but like, what?
We're actually in Texas, in Houston, Texas.
Oh,
We're
okay.
just up north of Houston in Spring, Texas.
Okay.
That's where we're from.
You know, a lot of people have seen you guys on Instagram. So let's start off just with the story. How did you, become Jose Little Matt Bellamy? How did that whole thing start?
Well, it all goes back to, what was it, 2013, when that Live in Rome concert that I had it on a DVR, and I would just put it on just to be listening to it while doing whatever in the house, cleaning or whatever. And I started noticing that this little one right here would just stand in front of the TV. He would just stand there and just look at Matt Bellamy do the whole entire concert.
Oh,
And he would just start mocking everything he did. Once I knew something was like, hey, he really likes Matt Bellamy, is when he would start running around the kitchen during Plug-In Baby. Right when Plug-In Baby starts, on that Live in Rome, Matt Bellamy just takes off running. Or he was running around the house. And then he just started mocking the whole entire concert.
wow.
Yes.
And how old were you when that was happening? Jose, how old was he?
He was probably about
5.
No, he's about 4, 3 or 4. It's been a while because there's a lot of old videos that I used to have on old phones where he was really small. But he's been loving him for a while.
Yeah. Jose,
That concert did it to him. That made it for him. That concert, it blew his mind, and he could watch it every day. And he started asking for red pants.
Yeah.
aw.
For red pants and leather jacket and everything. He wanted to be Matt Bellamy.
Oh, wow. And Jose, do you remember that? Do you remember when you were like running around and pretending to be like Matt Bellamy at that time?
I think.
Oh, 'cause I don't know if you still remember things from when you were 3 or 4. So, but it's good that your dad has videos. In case you don't remember, he can just show you how you were acting. And how long was it after that you started just like posting stuff? Like, did somebody tell you, oh, you should post this on Instagram, or you just wanted to?
Friends of mine started telling me, hey, you need to start posting, and I didn't have any clue. To this very day, I'm kind of clueless about the whole deal, about hashtags and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I started doing it. I mainly started on Facebook first.
Oh.
Putting videos on my personal Facebook, just for friends of mine that I have. And he would entertain all my friends. I would put live videos of him and then he started asking for all kinds of stuff. Lights, smoke machines, everything. On one time, who was it, your grandma or your cousins that took you out to Santa Claus?
Grandma and Grandma.
Okay, well Grandma took them to see Santa Claus, and he asked Santa Claus. Actually, I have a video of it.
Yeah.
Somewhere on his Instagram, it's there. He sat on Santa's lap and he asked Santa, hey, Santa asked him, what do you want for Christmas? He said, I want the fire. I want the fire Matt Bellamy has on stage. And of course, Santa had to do, I guess he was clean, but he happened to have Matt Bellamy's shirt on. So he unzips his jacket and he shows him, almost like Superman. this Matt Bellamy, I want the fire that he has. And well, I guess the closest thing Santa brought to him was a smoke machine.
The reason I kind of really was drawn to your account and everything was because I could relate, because when I was like, I'm the oldest in my family, and when I was 3 or 4, I used to like do performances for my family. I had like a microphone and I would dance, and my grandparents would be like clapping, and then my little sister was there. She would always turn off my music and I would get mad at her. I'm like, I'm dancing, I'm singing. So I could relate. I was like, oh my gosh, he does that too. That's awesome. But you're way more talented than me. So, so Renee, are you a musician? And is that kind of like, was music always part of your like family and stuff?
No, not really. We love music. I love music. I've always tried to educate them in music that I personally think it's good music. We listen to a lot of Muse, a lot of Arctic Monkeys.
It's a good band.
Bunch of bands from the 80s, The Cure and Depeche Mode and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I did pick up the guitar. I mean, I went to guitar lessons when I was young, probably around 13 years old. My parents would take me. Didn't learn nothing. I didn't learn nothing. It was so much difficult back then. Now you could just watch videos on YouTube and learn a lot quicker. But since he started showing great interest in it, I picked up the guitar again to try to teach him songs. And I have them every other weekend. They're with their mom. So I got 2 weeks to try to learn a riff here and there and then pass it on to him. And what amazes me, I kind of get mad because it takes me a long time to learn these riffs. And he picks them up quite quick. He does it real quick. Wow. It takes me 2 weeks. He learns it in 1 weekend.
He's a natural.
He's a natural.
Yeah. So Jose, what do you love about Matt Bellamy? Like what do you love about him? We want to hear from you. What does little Matt Bellamy think of big Matt Bellamy?
What do you like about him? What do you like about Matt Bellamy?
Like what you said, song.
Like what do you like about him? You like his style, the way he plays his music?
I like everything what he does.
Well, say it.
I like everything what he does.
Oh, everything? Okay. And Sophia, are you a big Muse fan or no?
Yeah.
Tell me the truth that you are, but sometimes your brother plays it so much that...
I kind of get tired of it.
Okay.
But like, we did a song we copied, but we changed it. The lyrics.
Oh yes, yeah. It's showbiz.
Okay.
But instead of I think the song starts with controlling my feelings. Controlling my feelings for too long, and they switched it up to controlling my scooter for too long. They got scooters for Christmas as well, and they use them every day. And I guess they were riding around their scooter and they started singing "Controlling My Scooter for too long."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You should do that. Like that could be like if you guys start your own little Muse band, you just change the lyrics to a lot of the songs. That would be to like kind of relate to you guys. That would be awesome.
Well, that's the plan. Now that I see that he's very interested in it, and she wants to play the drums,
Nice.
So we're gonna start getting her in some drum lessons or what. I'm clueless about drums. I could teach him a little bit of guitar, but drums, I'm clueless on that. And we want to try to make a cover band called the Arctic Muse.
Yeah.
So that's both bands. Those are
awesome.
the bands we live in our home. Muse and Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah, both really good bands. I've seen Muse like 9 times live, and I saw Arctic Monkeys once in like Chicago, and it was raining. It was during Lollapalooza, and they were like, it was raining really hard, and we're like, oh no, we're not gonna be able to see them. But then they like came out because it wouldn't stop raining, and then they still played in the rain. So
I've seen that on YouTube, I believe. I remember that. I think it came on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I've seen Muse 3 times. 3 times. And the very first time I seen him was actually the Drones tour. The Drones tour, and it blew my mind. And I've gone to so many concerts. I've been to over 100 concerts. Me and my friends. And I was blown out of my mind. I mean, I knew of them. I knew of Muse, but I didn't know how good of a live performance they had.
So worth it, the money.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
His first concert was Muse, the Simulation Theory. Actually,
that was a great tour.
It kicked off here in Houston. That was the first day.
Amazing. Oh my gosh.
So I took him to that.
Jose, how did you feel seeing Muse live and seeing Matt Bellamy in person? Did you like go crazy or?
Yes, baby, talk, baby.
Yeah.
He gets a little shy.
Aww. How was he at the concert? Was he like just in shock or getting into it or?
Yeah, no, he I forgot what band played before Muse. I forgot who it was, but he was like, are they going to come out? Are they going to come out? Yes, they're going to come out. They're going to come out. And then once the band, the opening act gets off stage, you know how it is. They take another 30 or 45 minutes, and he's on his feet like, are they going to come out? Are they going to come out? Are they going to come out?
Mm-hmm.
And finally the show starts, and you know how it started when Matt Bellamy comes from underneath. And he was like speechless for a little bit, and then he even asked me, is that really him? I'm like, baby, that's him. This is Muse. This is the band. That's him. So he stood on his chair singing along and playing the air guitar. And we actually bought seats, and I bought floor tickets too, because I wanted to see if I could get them as close as possible to Matt Bellamy. We managed to get pretty close during Madness. During Madness, I guess it is Madness where he sings to the camera, I believe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's the one. And we got really close, and he was up and close looking at him. He had an awesome time.
Did Jose get scared when Murph the robot came out on stage?
Did you get scared of Murph the robot? Remember?
I would. No.
No, you didn't get scared.
I saw them in that same tour in LA, but I was in the front row, so like Matt was like right in my face, and then Murph looked so big because I was right in the front, and I was like, oh my God, he was really scary. It looked like he was gonna eat the whole band because he was like on top of them. That was really cool.
It was awesome. The only thing about that is that he didn't understand, because a couple of days later he would ask me, hey, let's go see him again. Let's go to their house. I'm like, baby, that's not their house. So every day I would have to explain to him what a tour is about, how a tour works. Hey, they came here, they're on tour, they go from city to city for their fans. But he thought he could just go any day to Toyota Center and Matt Bellamy will be there singing. Like, another 3 years maybe.
Wouldn't that would be awesome if that were true? We can just go see them whenever we wanted. That would be amazing. I know Jose, I guess he's a little shy, but I saw that you did, you got, your dad got you the guitar for your birthday. So how did you feel when you got your guitar? Like, how was that? Were you expecting it? Was it a surprise? Exciting? Okay.
Yeah.
And now you're getting pretty good. I've been watching your videos on Instagram. For anyone listening, go follow him on Instagram. You can see his little videos. You can definitely see, like, he's doing, like, really well. And it's really good that you're learning, this young, because the younger you learn, instruments or languages, the better you're going to be. And Matt Bellamy, he started playing piano when he was like 10 or 11, and then the guitar when he was like a teenager. So you're starting before Matt Bellamy. So you might be better than Matt Bellamy. Who knows? You might give him some competition. Like, I started earlier than you. So keep it up. Keep it up. And Sophia, do you have a favorite drummer since you want to play the drums?
I don't have a favorite drummer yet.
Mm-hmm.
I just like when I see like what's the drummer's name?
From what band?
Muse.
The drummer from Muse?
Yeah.
Dominic.
When I see them, it looks so fun to play the drums. I said, oh, I should play it too.
Exactly. I agree. I play drums too, and I started playing because of Dominic. So, yeah, I can totally relate because I wanted to play when I was younger, but then I started playing like the clarinet because I thought like, oh, girls can't play drums because I was dumb. And then when I was older, I'm like, I really want to play the drums and I want to learn. And then I was a Muse fan, and I remember seeing Dominic all the time. He looked like he was having so much fun. I'm like, I really want to play drums. So I really thank Dominic for like inspiring me to like finally start taking drum lessons. And I actually got the same set that he had this like tama drum set, and I got it but I got it in a different color. But yeah, that's really cool that you're inspired by him too. So Dominic is inspiring female drummers. That's pretty amazing. I don't know if you guys saw the video, that Matt is in that other band, Jaded Hearts Club band, and in the new video Dominic is in there like playing drums. Yeah, and he looked like he was having so much fun. I was like, oh my God. It just made me really happy to see Dominic in there too in that video.
Yeah, he's very exciting to watch.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite drummers as well.
Mm-hmm.
Him and the guy from Tool.
Oh,
she's
okay.
learning about drums. She's got to know about Dom and Danny. I think his name is Danny. Right?
I don't know.
But I didn't know that you played drums. That's good to know because I may have to ask you for information because I'm clueless about drums.
Oh, okay. And
I know a little bit about guitar, but nothing about drums.
I'm not an expert, but I like playing for fun. But I know like the basics and everything. And I have like there's a really good book and some YouTube channels that teach you just like basics. And there used to be, I'm so sad they don't sell it anymore because when I first started playing, they released like a special edition Dominic Howard drumsticks. Ooh. And it was like his signature on the drumsticks, and they had like little blue stripes, and blue's my favorite color. So of course I was like, I have to buy Dominic's drumsticks. And I bought a couple, but I never used them. I kind of just wanted them to just to collect them. Yeah, and then I wanted to buy more. I don't know. I just wanted to have more just in case something happened, and then I couldn't find them. So I guess they stopped making them. So I'm really sad, and hopefully they'll make them again because that would be great for Sophia to have Dominic's actual drumsticks.
That would be awesome.
And also,
we're gonna get her in drum lessons here shortly. With all this going on right now, I was gonna put them both in this
School of Rock.
School of Rock. It's actually right down the street from our home.
Oh.
I was already gonna put them in, but then all this COVID situation happened. They shut everything down. But hopefully sooner or later we can get them in there.
Yeah, and you can start with some easier, because I mean some of the stuff that Dom plays is like Assassin. That's really advanced, but Starlight is a little bit easier on the drums, so you can kind of start with Starlight and everything. And there's some really cool girl drummers on YouTube. If you just look Muse drum cover, there's several girls that play drum cover. So Sophia, you can be the next one up there. Yeah. And did you guys see also Matt, he made a custom guitar for Dominic because Dominic is left-handed. I don't know if you guys saw that.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't know. No.
Yeah, actually, Dominic was the one that taught Matt how to play guitar, because Dominic started off playing guitar, and then he actually taught Matt how to play guitar. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're all very talented. And then because Matt bought I think, part of the Manson guitar company, or I don't know if all of it or something, but I guess to thank him, he made Dominic his own custom guitar that was left-handed, and I thought that was so sweet. So now he has to make one for Jose. He has to make a little Matt Bellamy a custom guitar. So Matt, if you're listening, make him one. That would be amazing.
I actually wanted to message Manson Guitars if I could set something up, like to go actually take a road trip over there to buy a Manson guitar, which is that the one that came out not too long ago. What's it called? It's a special edition one that's it's not that expensive. I think you could get it for about $700 or $800.
Oh, okay, awesome.
And I believe I could be way off, but that's what I would like to do. You know, go up there and maybe meet Matt Bellamy.
Oh yeah.
That'd be great. Because that's what he's wanted to do for a long time. He's being very shy right now, but he's very.
Yeah, I see you on
Instagram. Matt Bellamy's he posted somebody's home that there was fires getting pretty close by to his home. The forest fires.
Mm-hmm.
And we're watching his Instagram, and little Matt Bellamy here says, "I think we should go help him." With put out the fire before it gets to his home.
Oh.
A couple years back, he was really into it. I mean, he would even ask, "What was Matt Bellamy doing at the time?" He would ask me, "What do you think he's doing right now?" I don't know, baby. I don't know what he's doing right now. He's probably at his home, maybe writing a song or something. He was always asking about him.
Yeah, he's pretty much always writing songs now. That's all like Matt does. He's a musical genius, I think.
Yeah.
So since Matt also plays piano, Jose, do you think you might want to learn the piano too, or you just want to stick to the guitar? Both.
Oh.
Nice.
So you want to learn both? All right, that was a very good question.
Yeah. So start saving up for that piano. You're gonna have a whole family band there. What about you? Don't you have another brother, like an older brother, or?
We have Pablo. He's a stepbrother, and he's not here right here with us now, but he's part of the Arctic Muse. Soon to be, he wants to play the bass.
Yeah.
So we got the bass, we got the drummer, we got the little Matt. We just gotta get on it. We gotta start working.
Yeah, you guys have a whole band. That's awesome.
Yeah, teach them.
Yeah. So I saw the video. I really liked the one. I think when you guys where Lil Matt Bellamy was playing Blackout, and then there's like a flying Barbie and everything.
Oh.
Like, who set that up? Was it the kids, or you helped them?
It was them. They had me and my wife driving all over town looking for stuff. I was like, okay. They were like, look, they were asking for a balloon, and then we went to a dollar store and they started grabbing stuff, this and this and that and this and that. And I knew they were up to something with like a show, like they're gonna put on a show. I just didn't know what they were gonna do.
But the Barbie I've been having.
The Barbie you had for a long time.
Yeah.
Wow.
They did Blackout. Yeah, they had me turn off the lights and smoke. Did we? I don't remember if we had the smoke machine yet. I think we did.
Yeah, we did. Did we?
Yeah, I think we did. But I loved it.
Yeah, that was like I could tell you guys put a lot of work into it. I'm like, wow, that is amazing.
We even made you change the lights.
Oh yeah, they made me change the lights in the living room.
Oh, wow.
I had to take the everyday lights off and have the other one like disco style lights.
Mm-hmm.
And they stayed up there for years. Anytime we had visitors, we had no lights, only the kitchen light or just lights nearby. Because if I turned on the living room, disco lights will start.
Yeah.
Anybody that knew what they knew, okay, these guys are always doing videos.
Yeah. So anyone who is listening, if you have not seen that little video, I'll post a link in the description and show notes so you can watch it because it's super cute. So you have to see it. Okay. For all of you guys, I want you to answer. I know it's a very hard question. But what's your favorite Muse song? I know there's a lot.
Which one is your favorite? Even if you got to say the words, like, how does it go? Sing it a little bit, or which one's your favorite song?
My really favorite one is
Oh, you know what? I don't know the name of that song. It's actually on Live Rome where they're playing in the middle, and Dominic is playing the drums. It's a dun, 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 dun. Everybody's kind of like, what are you talking about? And when the big old light bulb is floating above him, and then the lady drops down. I don't remember the name of the song though. Some of the
Is it in the Simulation Theory tour? This current tour?
No, it's on the Live Rome.
Oh.
Live Rome Olympic Stadium.
Oh shoot.
They're actually in the middle, all three of them. Matt Bellamy might not even play. I don't think he's playing guitar. I think he's just singing. And it starts off with the drum like dun 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 dun.
Oh, is it the? Oh my gosh.
The lady comes down
guiding light.
I think
Because it starts with the drums dun 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 dun. Psh, dun, dun,
yes, that's it.
Dun dun dun.
That's it.
It's guiding light. Okay, all
This is new to
right.
me. I didn't know that was his favorite.
Interesting. And what about Sophia and Renee?
I have a lot of favorites. So my favorite's the one when he goes in a rocket ship.
Sing for Absolution in the music video?
Yeah.
And Invisible.
Invincible.
Yeah. Yes.
And the one Jose was talking about, because it's more easier to play the drums.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Actually, it is.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Benny had that red car and that red suit, he turned to a werewolf.
Dark Side, maybe?
Dark Side, I believe, or
Yeah,
Pressure.
Dark Side.
Dark Side.
Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay, those are my favorites.
Oh, okay. And Renee, do you have?
Well, there's so many. I love them all. But if I had to pick just one, it's Falling Down.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Falling Down. It's not very known, but so it almost sounds kind of like the blues, the way he plays the guitar on it. I like it. That's my favorite one. If I had to choose one song, it'd be Falling Down.
Okay, yeah, definitely a very bluesy song. So now we're gonna go from song to album. Do you have a favorite album? Muse album.
What's the one that we changed to?
What do you mean?
The one we changed the lyrics?
Oh, Showbiz?
Yeah.
I think the name of the album is Showbiz, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Showbiz.
Uh-huh.
That's a real good album.
Yeah.
So what she's trying to say, the favorite lyrics I like?
No, album means like the record that they made, that all the songs came on it.
Like the CD, if you have I don't know if you still have CDs.
Song name?
No, like which is your favorite CD? Like the ones I need to educate them a little bit more on the albums.
Okay. Yeah, I guess people now don't listen to songs on albums, but
No.
I still buy CDs, so I'm old fashioned.
Oh, me too. I still buy them. I still buy vinyls.
Mm-hmm.
That vinyl we bought was the Simulation Theory one,
Okay.
and Last Shot Bucket.
Yeah.
Those are the last vinyls we bought.
And the big one?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
But it would probably have to be Simulation Theory. That's probably his favorite one. That's probably his favorite album. He don't know much about albums. And my favorite one is, I don't know, a lot of people don't like it, but it's actually drums.
Oh,
I like
okay.
drums. I really like drums, and I know on some of these fan pages, like they don't like drones. A lot of people don't like drones, and I just don't understand it. I like it. I really like it. I have a lot of good songs.
Yeah.
How does it go?
Drones is the one that has it has the handler, It has the Globalist, I believe it has. I even think does it have Reapers?
Yeah.
It has a lot of songs.
Yeah. It's
Like
pretty good.
you know what? I'm gonna start showing them about the albums, how each song is in each album, so they could. Because I personally thought, all their albums are great, especially the earlier stuff. But I like Drones. I think it's a great album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like all of them. I mean, I have my favorites, but I still love everything Muse does, just because I think they're very talented, and I like, how they kind of talk about
favorite?
mine. Absolution, because that's the first Muse album I ever heard, so I'm very attached to it, and I love the piano, so that one has a lot of piano in it, so that's my favorite. But I still like all of them. So how does the rest of your family feel about little Matt Bellamy's Matt obsession or Muse obsession? Like, are they supportive, or do they not get it?
They are, but sometimes we just what happened to her. They hear it so much that they're like, but we have introduced music to them from Muse, because especially my mom. My mom doesn't have the slightest idea who Muse is. But now one of her favorite songs is Unintended.
I love that song. Oh my gosh.
Unintended.
Wow.
Because we actually played it. We played it at a funeral. My grandma's, my mother's mom, and we were all driving in our cars, and I played Unintended in my vehicle.
Oh yeah.
And my son was with me in the back seat, and he started singing. Well, I was videotaping when we were driving away to the destination of my grandmother, and Unintended was playing. So then I shared that with all my family, cousins, aunts, uncles. They all started asking, who is that? What song is that? Who is it? And I told them, well, it's Muse, it's Matt Bellamy, it's the music that he listens to every day, that's him. And they love that song. It became very popular in our family, Unintended.
Wow. Okay.
Unintended became very popular.
Well, that's a good one to be popular.
Yes.
Did you hear the new versions that Matt recorded?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
That was it Muse Chill? I think they're calling it.
Yeah, Muse and Chill, and then they have because the original Unintended was with guitar, and now he has the version with the piano and like the lullaby version and the AI version. There's some more versions of Unintended, which is really cool.
It's beautiful. That's Unintended is a beautiful song. It makes you feel it. Yes.
And when was the first time that anybody from Muse, like Matt or Elle, like when did the first time they ever liked one of your posts? How did you feel? Like, were you like, oh my God? Or...
I think I was more excited than him. Well, the very first was actually Matt Bellamy liked a picture, a photo. It was a photo.
Oh yeah.
With the shades, the neon shades.
Oh.
It was just a photo, and it was actually on Christmas Day where I posted it. We posted it on Christmas Day. It was just a photo of him with this neon shades that Matt Bellamy uses, and we posted it, and we got a like. We got a like from him, and I told him, "Hey, look at this! We got a like from Matt Bellamy," and he was excited. But I think I was more excited.
I kind of didn't care.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
She sometimes is fed up with. It's always a everyday fight in this home. Everyday big argument. Who's better? Muse or Arctic Monkeys, and they'll go at it. No, this and that. She's all Arctic Monkeys. She likes Muse.
Yeah, I liked it so much, but now that I hear it so much from this little dude, I am a fan of their music because it's really beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But I hear it so much that I kind of get sad.
He even showers with it sometimes.
Yeah.
We kind of put a stop to that.
Yeah.
We put a stop to that.
And like when I hear it so much, I go to my room and cry and wish I'd be like, oh my God, I wish there was some Muse. And my dad sees me crying and he said, what happened? And I'd be like,
I'm tired of it. I'm like,
yeah.
And
But,
do you cry because it makes you sad, or you just because you're tired of hearing it a lot?
Well, I do like Muse, so if they're watching this, I don't want to be mean.
Mm-hmm.
I do like their music, but it's because I hear it like almost every single day, even at my mom's.
Okay.
he's 2 years old. He's just listening to everything. He's probably like, I'm gonna play Muse 50 times when we're done with this podcast.
Oh shoot. Well, why don't you play Arctic Monkeys a lot? It's like payback.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they used to get so jealous because I was so good at singing Last Christmas. My dad even posted some videos of it.
Oh yeah, he was
Yeah.
getting mad. Who's it? Who sings Last Christmas? George Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to karaoke a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. And everybody sings all kinds of songs, and he'll sing nothing but Muse.
Yeah.
So then she got the mic for Last Christmas, and she started singing it pretty good, and he was like,
Wow.
and he even unplugged the smoke on you.
Oh, yeah.
That was almost like hey, you're the opening act. You can't have the smoke. But she's been very supportive of him. I mean, I'm sorry, but sometimes I get fed up with it too. But he loves it. There was one time when she was outside playing with Pablo,
Yeah.
his stepbrother. They were both fed up. Even Pablo. They went outside to play.
Oh, yeah. Can I tell her this?
When you were at the tree.
Yeah, me and my stepbrother were climbing a tree, and we heard him singing. We heard Muse. I was stomping my feet on the ground and knocked at the door and said, we could hear your music, turn it down. And one day my dad and this other man came to the house and said, can you turn it down, please?
I forgot about that.
Wow.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Those are two separate. No, one time they were fed up. Pablo and Sophia were fed up. They went outside to play.
Yeah.
They hang out by a tree. It's kind of far away from the house. I was blown out of my mind that I could still hear him. So he didn't want to go out there. He was singing. He was actually singing unintended.
Yeah.
With his guitar and everything, smoke machine, and they could still hear him.
Yeah.
They could still hear him, and they came over here and they said, "Hey, we can still hear you. We're trying to take a break from you. We're trying to take a break, and we're over there under the tree, and we could still hear you."
Wow.
That was one, but there was another situation where it was early though. It was probably like 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. where we were jamming. He was doing he used to do the whole entire concert, the Live in Rome.
Uh-huh.
It's like 2 hours long.
Wow.
Because he says from beginning to end, he would do the whole concert, the whole deal. A neighbor came and knocked on the door, like, "Hey, I know it's early, but can y'all turn it down?"
Wow. Oh my
And I
God.
thought, it's not me. I was trying to make him laugh. It's not me. It's my son. So he looked at him like, "Never mind. It's okay. It's okay." Once he seen that he was a little kid, and it was like 2 years ago. He was real. Well, as it is, he's small. He was smaller back then. So I guess the neighbor kind of felt bad. I'm like, "No, you know what? Just go ahead and just rock on."
It's for
Aw.
one cute kid.
That's how much she loves Muse. That's amazing. Wow. So this is for all of you, what's like your biggest dream for, like, Sophia, what's your biggest dream? Jose, I know you're a little shy, but if you could tell me what's your biggest dream. Renee, what's your biggest dream for maybe them? What is it?
Well, what is your dream? What do you want? What's your dream to be? And what do you have a dream that you want to accomplish?
I can say first, Jose.
Oh, you go first.
Okay. My biggest dream is to be a rock star, and all the songs we change the lyrics and play some Muse, play some Arctic Monkeys. That's my biggest dream. And just being like them because they're amazing rock stars.
That's a good dream.
What about you? So what's your dream?
My dream is about I wish I was a rock star in real life and I wish I was big and I was in a real concert and stuff. Yeah.
Wish you was in a real concert. Well, as a me, well, my dream is just for them to be successful in anything, not just music, just life in general. I'm looking at this as having fun. Mm-hmm. If it ever starts not being fun, we'll put a stop to it, because sometimes I even tell them, baby, you still want to do videos, or are you tired of doing these videos? No, I want to still do it. And I tell them, if it ever gets annoying to you, or you don't want to do it anymore,
we could take a little break.
We could take a break, or we could just stop doing it forever. You know? Mm-hmm. But my main dream is for them to be successful in school and go to university and get a college education. That's my dream for them. Okay. That's number one right there. First thing.
Would you be okay if it was a college education, but it was like music related? If it was like a music related degree, is that okay? Or?
Oh, yes, definitely. As long as they're in school. Definitely.
All right. Well, I know you guys will be successful, and no matter what you decide to pursue, you're gonna be a rock star in any field. I can already tell.
Yeah, it's funny. You know what I'm feeling? You know how there's bands that they interview these bands, and most of the time the lead singer doesn't talk much. That's what I'm feeling now. That's what I'm feeling now. Especially Arctic Monkeys. Alex Turner doesn't talk much. It's always the drummer that's talking. And there's other bands like that usually the lead singer is, and they're actually the ones that actually compose the songs, actually write the song sometimes. They don't talk much like him.
Yeah, so he's going to be like the mysterious rock star. Mysterious lead singer. He's going to be like the mysterious lead singer rock star. It's like, I already used up all my voice singing. I can't be talking. So I understand that's why you're being quiet. Okay, you need to save your energy, your voice for singing. Okay, that's smart. Conserve your voice. That's good. So you don't want to do a lot of interviews.
And I want to become a rock star like a young age, maybe like when I'm in high school.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. That way you can be like, if you're starting now, playing music now, by the time you're like a teenager, you're going to be real good. So you can, start playing some shows. And now with, the internet and YouTube and everything, you can get exposure a lot easier. Whereas before it was a little tougher. You can put yourself on Spotify now.
It's so much easier now.
Actually, in real life, me and Jose have a YouTube channel. His YouTube channel name is Jose Sereno, right?
It's there, but we've never done anything with it.
Yeah.
Oh.
He does his concerts. I just do kind of TikTok stuff.
Okay.
But later, when I start getting drums, I'm going to start doing a YouTube channel, playing drums.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
concerts. Cool.
Well, let me know when you guys start that channel and start putting more stuff so I can share it, so you guys can get more followers. That would be love to definitely help you guys out as well. So I just have a question about Pablo, because I saw a video where he said he wanted to play the bass, but he couldn't name any bass players. So does he know bass players now? At least one?
No, please.
Okay.
Because I thought I remember that. He was like, buy me a bass, buy me a bass. I told him, if you can name one bass player, I'll buy you a bass. I knew he wasn't going to be able to name a bass player. And I told him, if you could tell me the band that Flea plays in, we'll get you a bass. You know, but now he does.
Yeah.
I told him, man, he plays with a band called the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Mm-hmm.
But he really wants to play this. I was just talking to him yesterday, and he's bugging me. Give me a bass.
Yeah.
And I showed him the bass. I just showed it to him. I'm not going to purchase it. I would think it's very expensive. That bass that Matt Bellamy has on the.
Oh yeah.
That's a bass, right? If I remember correctly, I think it's a bass. Isn't it?
Yep.
Nice. It's beautiful. Beautiful. I would think it's very highly expensive, but I showed it to Pablo. I told him, look, that's a bass. You know, I want one. We'll get you something. We'll get you a beginner's bass, you know, something not very expensive. Same thing I did with him because...
We gave him a fake guitar, then a real one.
Oh, yeah. Like, if you look back on all the old videos, he had this fake guitar that's probably about 25 years old.
Oh.
Because I got that from a Halloween party. It was a decoration that they had on the tables, and I took it home with me. And I had it on display because it was nice. You put it on. I had it in my living room. Never thought it would get in his hands someday, and he would be playing air guitar to that fake guitar for years. He even put a light, like a pad light, on the bottom.
Oh yeah, like my Benny's piano one.
He rigged it up. Yeah. He rigged it up with some tape. It used to be a Ford, and he cut the Ford where the light was at, and he taped it to the guitar.
Oh my gosh, that's
kind of like a Manson guitar with the
Wow, that's really resourceful and creative. That's awesome.
So we could go show her. It's in the closet.
Go get it.
I'm gonna go get it.
If you find it, you can bring it.
Okay. Should I go get it?
Yeah, no, he was very creative.
Mm-hmm.
She was the one that came up with the idea with the Barbie doll floating for blackout.
That's pretty amazing because I know, you know, people that are older than him that are not that creative, so that's really impressive.
Watch videos. He would have to shower with Muse playing. Oh, here it goes right here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It doesn't make any noise, but he put this. Does the light still work on it?
No.
No, it don't work.
It does just a little bit. So what was that for?
It was a speaker. They don't work anymore, but it used to. He used to push a button right here and it would light up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kind of like the Manson guitar Matt Bellamy has.
That is so cool.
We're really creative.
Mm-hmm. Definitely very creative.
Oh, let's do that. We have to buy some stuff to do it. We have some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For a second, I remember they were asking if they could get a Murph, a miniature, a small Murph. I'm like, how are we gonna do that?
You can make one. I know you guys can make one. You're creative. You can do it, and then just have them hanging in your room or something.
Remember we thought of Pablo? We could just put a costume on Pablo.
Oh yeah.
Pablo was all for it. He's like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll come out of the chimney like that, you know, and you'll have the lights and the smoke and everything. Never did it though.
Now I'm thinking like when it's closer to Halloween and they have costumes. And I have seen this costume on YouTube, and it's like a stick man, and it has colors. You just turn off the light, he comes down, he comes up, and then like the rest of the costume is black and like some party lights right there, a mess like that.
Very creative.
Yeah, Halloween.
And I was that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, you have some time to get ready for Halloween, so you can make like a cool Muse theme costume. Maybe Pablo can be Murph, and then Sophia, you can be Dominic, and Matt Bellamy. And then you can post a picture and tag Murph the robot, tag all of them, and then hopefully they'll share it or like it again. That would be awesome.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a girl one.
Yes, baby.
Yeah.
I have really long hair, not to lie.
Little Matt right here doesn't talk much.
Yeah, he has to be mysterious. That's how he's gonna get all the ladies when he's older. Like just being the mysterious rock star. That's the key. That's the key. Just have a guitar, but don't talk.
Yeah.
I'm not shy. Not to lie, I actually talk a lot.
Okay, so when we guys do interviews, you'll be the one answering all the questions. Okay, good to know.
That's her. I've known a few bands like that. I've noticed that in a few bands. Like, it's not the lead singer that's, I guess he doesn't want to talk much.
Yeah.
And then I start thinking, man, they're the ones that usually write the songs and they don't want to talk.
Yeah, because, they want to stay mysterious and
Yeah.
maybe conserve their voice as well if they're, they're singing.
It would be really cool if Matt Bellamy did this and we see him.
Mm-hmm.
I actually would be shocked. Like, I would be...
Oh,
I
Matt Bellamy
know.
sees us?
Yeah, like we were talking to him like he's talking to us.
Oh, that is
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've always wanted to meet them too. But I don't know what I would say. I would be like...
You could have a whole plan. You could have it written down what you're going to talk to them about, but
Yeah.
I would say once you in front of a famous rock star like that, anybody gets nervous, shy, or
So
Yeah.
if they were watching, if you could say anything to Muse or Matt or Dominic, what would you tell them if they were right there in front of you?
what would you tell them?
I would tell them, you are such a good band.
Oh.
And we didn't have a good band till we knew y'all. And this is why we have Instagram and we're famous and we have like how many followers?
Maybe we're nothing.
Yes, we are.
You're getting there. You're on the way.
Yeah, she said
Wait.
we're getting there.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
We have like 500 followers.
Yeah. It's not bad for kids.
No, it's not, baby. What about you?
What?
If Matt Bellamy was watching this video right now, what would you like to tell him or ask him or something?
I don't know.
Say something. Let's just suppose that he was watching.
He's like, cheers, mate. How are you? Oh, no, what would you tell him?
What would you tell him? What would you say?
I was just telling him hello. How old are you?
Aw.
When you're gonna do a concert and like, oh yeah,
When he's going to come around again?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. All
I
right.
would,
Well,
I would tell
hopefully.
him if he was watching,
Mm-hmm.
when's the next tour?
Yeah.
When's the next tour?
And right now, I imagine like Matt Bang comes and like join and like it was your idea to bring to First Me so they could see him.
Oh.
That would be so cool. He'd be like, ta-da! I'd be like.
Another thing I would ask him if he was watching. I know he has a baby girl now.
Oh yeah.
Another mini Matt Bellamy.
Yeah, she's so beautiful. She's
Yeah.
so beautiful.
And she looks just like Matt. It's crazy.
I personally think she's Matt Bellamy reborn there.
Exactly.
Just like him. I was like, wow. And then they do a little hair on
Yeah.
her too. Just like him. She's
Oh.
beautiful.
And
Yeah.
when my dad told me that his Matt Bang's wife was pregnant, I was like, what, is she out yet? Is she out yet? Is she almost out? I was keep on bugging her. And like
Aw.
I think in the video, what should the baby's name be? And I was like if it's a girl, we could name it. They could name it Emma,
Yes.
but they
Yeah,
named it.
she was like every day, every time they'll come back, Is the baby here? Is the baby here? Almost like she's part of the family to us.
Yeah.
Like, no, they haven't. I was like, they haven't posted anything. Maybe she is, maybe she's not, but they have not posted. Until finally, I seen that they posted, and I told her, baby,
Novella.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just like Matt Bellamy. Oh my God. Identical.
Exactly. It's so
Well,
crazy.
their name is not Emma, but it has a different beautiful name.
Yes.
Different
Yeah.
beautiful name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lavella, and then for short they call her Love, and I'm like, oh,
No,
that is so sweet.
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I always want my nickname to be Love, because it's like a beautiful nickname,
Mhm.
right?
Yes, baby.
But my sisters call me Sofa, and my dad's like,
Oh,
Sofa.
Sofa, I don't like that.
yeah. Well, when you're a rock star, you can change your name. Your stage name. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm Love.
Someone changed my name to Alexa Turner.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She, according to her, she's Alexa Turner.
Okay, that's creative.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast, Sophia, Renee, and Jose. I really appreciate it. So before we end everything, let's let everyone know what's next for you. Where can they find you on social media?
Mainly, we're on Instagram. It's called Little Matt Bellamy. We're on Instagram.
Yeah.
We've been taking a break. We haven't been making many videos lately.
Yeah.
I took the guitar away from him for a month.
Yeah.
It's not funny.
No.
He was bullying his sister a little too much, so we had to take the guitar away from him.
Oh,
He just started back yesterday, and we'll be making more videos.
That's how he reacted. You took away his scooter, and he said, "This is him."
Oh yeah, well he had been bullying her for a little bit, and we took his scooter away. It kept on going. We took his Nintendo DS. Didn't do the job, and so finally I said, "No, I'm gonna take the guitar away."
Yeah. And then
The bullying stopped.
yeah.
oh,
And then,
okay.
but then he found a different way, and then we took away the smoke machine. He said, "No."
Oh yeah, we took smoke away. Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's it. That's our plan. If they want to follow us, they can follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's where we're mainly at. We're trying to teach them how to be
Yeah.
play the guitar.
Mhm.
Mainly more like Matt Bellamy because he's a role model to him.
Yeah.
I think he's a good great role model, Matt Bellamy.
Mhm.
Sometimes he get mad at Jose. I'd be like, "Dad, he's just a little kid. You can't
I don't
like
get
that."
mad at him. I don't
Oh.
get mad at him.
There you go.
All right. Well, everyone who, if you're listening, please follow Little Matt Bellamy on Instagram. The link will be in the show notes and video description. And I wish you all the best. I hope you guys do become a little band. That'd be so cute. But if you decide to change your mind, that's okay. And
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing hopefully some videos of Sophia playing drums. That would be amazing.
All right. Definitely coming. It's definitely coming.
Yeah, coming.
And I want to thank you very much for having you on your Musecast. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll have you on again once you're have a little bit more, maybe once you recorded a cover or something. I would love to have you back, and
Yeah,
I
we
hope
will.
you will finally get to meet Muse someday as well.
That would be
And
great as
just
well.
rehearse what you're gonna say to him, so you're not like shocked. Oh my gosh. All right.
Yes,
Well,
no, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. It was an honor.
thank you again, and stay safe and healthy. All right.
Okay. Take care.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
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 So that is it for this episode of the Musecast podcast. I hope you enjoyed my interview with my first guest ever, Lil Matt Bellamy, and his father Renee and sister Sophia. And go follow them. Thank you, all three of you, for joining me for the interview. Being my first guest. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And if you want to follow the podcast, follow it wherever you listen to podcasts. And I'm on Instagram at MuseCastPod. We also have a YouTube channel. In case you're not watching it on YouTube. Musecast podcast on YouTube. Links for everything, all our social media are going to be in the video description if you're watching on YouTube, or in the show notes if you're listening, just as a podcast. And if you could rate the podcast and review it, that would help us out too, and share it with other Muse fans. If you have a Muse cover that you've recorded and you want me to feature it on the podcast, I would love to share it. And if you're doing any other cool Muse projects and maybe want to be interviewed, send me a DM. Send me some videos or pictures of your work, and I would love to have you on as well. All right, thank you so much for listening, and see you next time on the Musecast podcast.